Alright, everybody. Hello. Okay, well, we've already got smack talking going on. Today, what we have here is me solo commentating our Savage Colosseum. The duelist we have today, I think we've already had Anthony once. Obviously, he is the leader of the Astrodorm, our Astro Phantom. And against him, we have Ringo, who is a Mountain Dorm resider. She's under my control. And she's sort of exploded onto the scene in our academy. She's a very good duelist, and this should be an excellent duel. So, what I will do is I will give them the go-ahead right now to start. And hopefully we will get underway very soon. I'm on my own because I want to see if it's actually possible to do this, to solo commentate one if we have. Normally we would have two, but there's nobody else who can really do it right now. So anyway, as you saw, Anthony was victorious in the rock paper scissors, and therefore we'll obviously win the duel. However, he has to mulligan, as is somewhat normal for him, and so yeah. I guess I can talk about both of these duelists. I would say are known for their creative decks, especially in my opinion. Ringo combines things that don't necessarily go well together and yet work very, very well. And Anthony he's Anthony. All of his decks are interesting and creative, and apparently Ringo has decided that she wishes to mulligan as well, which, I don't know, the times that I've dueled her, she hasn't struck me as being quite as prone to dead drawing as the rest of us. But, well, when I say the rest of us, I mean Anthony and I. But, we'll just see where this goes. Could something please happen now? Because I'm running out of things to fill the space with. I'll just sit here until Anthony decides to make a move. I mean, alright. We have movement. He's gonna set a back row, one card face down. I still don't know what deck he's using. Okay, now I know what deck he's using. He's using Astro Blast. Well, okay. To be fair, it might not be Astro Blast, but it probably is Astro Blast. Astro Blast is his sort of, he made the deck when he was new to Astral. That still doesn't help me. When he was new here, to sort of symbolize his status, it was based off of something that I, oh, okay. Alright, yes, it is Astral Blast. And what this deck is all about this Herald card right here, and using it to negate things. Because with its effect, you can send one fairy-type monster from your hand to your graveyard in order to negate the activation of a spell, trap, or effect monster's effect. It's limited, and if Ringo plays the way that I would hope that she would play, her goal should be to try and make pointless plays with magic and trap and effect cards until she can run him out of material to negate, because every time he pitches a fairy card, not only does he lose negating power, but he loses hand advantage and potential following moves. And so she's going to set a card face down, and hopefully I'll be able to provide some insight into what type of deck Ringo is using, because I don't know. That really doesn't help me. I know that she doesn't like using Tour Guide right off, but she uses it in a lot of decks. Generally when she's used it against me, she goes for Zen mains. Okay, I'm not sure that I like that. I'm not sure I would want to pitch Earth to use Herald's effect. I understand why, because you don't want the Exceed, but I'm not sure. And Ringo has informed Anthony that he is a dick, which we all know. But I'm not sure. I mean, if it was Zen mains, you could still have negated Zen mains' effect and it would have died. So I'm not sure that I agree with that. Okay, he's got a Ritual card, Royal Decree, and Honest. I would take, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I was gonna say I would take Honest, because if Royal Decree is all that he runs, he's already got one face down. Although why he hasn't activated it, I don't know. So it might not be the only thing he runs in this deck, I don't remember. Okay, that answers my question. And now he's got, well, he's got a free path for 3,200 points of damage if he chooses to take that route. Or he could take more with Agent of, okay, he's going to exceed for level 4, so it doesn't really matter what Jupiter does now, does it? And we'll see what he's getting. There's a wide variety of things he could possibly be getting. I don't remember what exceeds he runs. I don't know why he did that. It's less damage this way, unless it's like a Steel Swarm or something. Any day now. Okay, he got Utopia, which kind of makes sense. That's to protect his Herald of Perfection in case, I mean, as you can see, it's got a reasonably low number of attack points, so there's a large number of beat sticks that could overcome that, and it is kind of prone to being attacked and destroyed with only 1,800 attack points. And now Ringo has a, I mean, I would say one turn to sort of, alright, that'll do it. Unless Anthony does not have a light, he has a fairy. What? That's a fairy? That's not a spellcaster? That is a fairy. I'll be darned. So he had a fairy to stop the Dark Hole, which was, I think, Ringo's top-decked heroic savior move thing. And I'm not sure what all she has left to counter now. I mean, if she has a monster, she can set a monster. I still don't know what deck she's using. Yep, she's going to set a monster. Hopefully this will give me a little bit more insight. And I don't think there's anything else she can do. I'm sure that her face down is a trap card, which does her absolutely no good with Royal Decree on the field, seeing as Royal Decree negates all trap cards. Why are you so sigh? Because, oh dear. Well, with Agent of Creation Venus, that allows Anthony to pay, yep, 500 life points, and for each 500 life points paid, you can summon, well, pay 500 life points and special summon a Mystical Shine Ball. And he loves it's Gachi Gentetsu or something like that in this deck, because it gives everything 200 additional attack points for each material, I think. So it's 400 attack points, and while that may not seem like much, it goes a long way. So yeah, okay, it's her plant deck. I forget what it's called, because she names all of her things after roads from Air Gear. But it's her plant deck, and yeah, that's the end of the first duel. So I will rejoin you here in a second for the second one.